Dear students and other viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hope that it will find you in best of your health and high spirits. It's 15th of April 2021. So today I am along with a few lines or another portion of the poem Miracle, which is being under discussion for the last 2 days, and almost two lectures, two video classes, offline classes I have sent or shared in your WhatsApp group, and the related material of the poem have almost been sent to you in all respects. So as you know that the poem Miracle written by Walt Whitman is in this poem, the poet is of the opinion that whatever comes to his way or what does he see around him, all these things he relates to the term miracle. So today, let me first recite these lines. Or what honeybees busy around the hive on a summer forenoon, or animals feeding in the fields, or the wonderfulness of the suntown, or of stars shining too quiet and bright, or the exquisite delicate thin curve of the new moon in the spring. These with the rest, one and all, are to me miracles. Dear viewers, I have written some important words in the red and I have put them below these lines with the meanings in Urdu and some minimum possible explanation in English. For example, forenoon is there, wonderfulness is there, sundown is there. You may be able to find the Urdu meaning and the meaning in the English as well there, so that you may understand it clearly. So today, let's now move towards the first line. What does the poet convey? Or watch honeybees busy around the hive on a summer forenoon. The poet is of the opinion that whenever I do see these insects, these what the beautiful creature of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or the Lord, the honeybees, they when they visit the different kinds of flowers and they suck the nectar, a kind of the sweet juice or a kind of a sweet sap from where we get honey when this sap goes through the digestive tract of the honeybees and we use it as food. So for him, this honeybees and sucking the nectar, this nectar then finally converts, it assumes the shape of the gel-like substance honey, and we take this tasty honey. He calls these things miracles. Or animals feeding in the fields. He further is of the opinion that whenever I see the different types herds of the cattle busy in feeding in different types of fields, the meadows, or the forests, this is really a miracle to me. Or the wonderfulness of the suntown. Here, wonderfulness means admirable excellence. In Urdu, we can say the khubsurti or nadrat. Here, the poet is of the opinion that when this wonderfulness of sundown, when the sun goes down to the horizon, when the sun moves in the evening in the west. So what does I see? I see the brightness of the sun. It slightly vanishes or decreases or diminishes. At that time, a brown, red-colored margin or horizon appears on the west side of the sky. So this thing for me is also a miracle. Of the stars shining so quiet and bright. The further Walt Whitman says that when the night commences, when the night begins after sundown, the stars, the moon, they brightly appear on the blanket of the sky over us, and we see that the millions of galaxies, the millions of stars, and the moon, they give light, they enlighten the whole universe, the whole area over us. So at that time, we observe that if the lamps of the bright colored lamps have been embedded in this sky by the hands of the great creator. So he also resembles these things, he relates these things to the miracle. Or the exquisite delicate thin curve of the new moon in spring. Now, what does here exquisite delicate thin curve mean? Curve actually means it's simply in half of the arc, and the exquisite, if we take this term, it is nafis, khubsurt, of extreme beauty or delicacy, beautiful. And the poet is of the opinion that when the new moon appears in the sky, so what do we feel? We feel small, delicate, weak thread-like curve that is very beautiful. So for him, He says that this moon, this new moon, then appears bigger, bigger, bigger. He relates these things to the miracle. And in the last line we mentioned here today, these with the rest and one and all are to me miracles. So what does these here mean? These here means the things, all the things that the poet wants to say that are miracles he has not mentioned in the poem. He has mentioned a few things. For example, the busy streets, the people of different colors, the lofty buildings touching the sky, the honeybees, the insects, and the people visiting or riding in the cars, and other things. If he wants to convey in the poem, they cannot be summed up all. So here the term these here means the things, but the rest, what does rest here mean? Rest here means the rest of the remaining of the objects. It's not here rest the aram, it is the remaining objects. Those objects, apart from those objects which the poet has mentioned in the poem, he says that the rest of the objects which he has not mentioned in the poem, one and all of them are to me miracles. Those are miracles for me. So this was all about these few lines which we discussed, which in this video. So further, I have given you, as you initially told you, that the meaning of some important words shown above in the red. These words above shown in the red, if we move down, I have written down the meaning of those important words in English as well as in Urdu. So I will be giving another lecture of the same in the Urdu, so that the others who feel it difficult to understand in English, they might get understood it well. So till then, wa alaikum salam.